Hi, everybody. I'm a bit later than I thought. Sorry. Hi, Polly. Hi, Squidgy. Hi, Greenie. I'm an hour late. I've just been. I am, aren't I? It's 9 o'clock. Yeah, an hour later than I thought I'd be. It's been lovely having people here from like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So 4 days, I suppose, until this morning, which was nice. Hi, Mango Fandango. Eggy toast. Like on and off like a bridal nightie. I never had one. Hi, Jewel. Hello, my love. I'm so tired. I really am tired today. Everything has taken me that little bit longer to do. So a lot's been going on, hasn't it? I just woke up to seeing all that this morning with that thing over on his channel. Hi, Nova. Hi, Sherry. A hearty hello. Yes, thank you. Did have a lovely Easter. I did. I hope everybody else did. It was busy, Jewel. I knew I was going to have family at the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. So it turned up right up until this morning. But it was nice. You're typing lying down, Eggy. Are you in bed? Like this? Trouble is, people can see up your nose then if you're lying like that. So, yeah, it was a lovely weekend, but it's busy. You know how you got beds to strip and sheets to wash and stuff. So it's done. It's done. A day of rest tomorrow. Almost a day of rest. So I woke up to all that going on with ballet and nada. And what a disappointment. I don't know whether ballet will come in. You've been stripping beds as well. I only had 2 to strip. I didn't do mine today. I'll do mine at the weekend. You've broken your knee. How you done that, Greenie? Ooh. Hi, Cricket. How did you break your knee? I bet that's painful. Oh, the shenanigans, Squidgy. I just felt, if Bally does come in, I just felt, you know, because I know about her going to, she was going to Apanada, or she did Apanada, the restaurant. I knew about that she told me about that a while ago. And I'm not saying I disbelieved her, but I just thought it was very strange at the time that she would do that to anyone, let alone him, the likes of him, knowing what he's done and what he is and what he caused to his ex-girlfriend and her cousin. How anybody after that one event could have anything to do with him, I don't know, but that's just me. And then there was all the palaver with Foodie, Dee Dee. Did she? Yeah, well, she apologised about the Jewish remarks. Hello, Lana. Hello, love. Oh, hi, Amanda. The Jewish remarks, but you can apologise about things, but does that mean that you don't? I'm not saying that it wasn't said in anger. It wasn't said in like me putting that video up out of just not thinking that it would offend anybody. You know, it was just a video. This was said quite coolly to him. And I know from working in the Middle East, and my boss out there, when I'd mentioned, I think I've said this before, and I mentioned my sister, and he was asking about my family, you know, and I happened to mention, hi, Sherry, that my brother-in-law was Jewish, and you'd think the roof had caved in. He went like stone, you know, Arabic man, and he didn't like it at all. And he said, what about your sister? Is your sister Jewish? I said, well, no, we were brought up, you know, we were Roman Catholics. But he didn't like it at all. And I mean, my brother-in-law wasn't Orthodox Jew. He didn't practice, but his parents did. Well, that's what I mean, Sherry. I don't understand. And then where she said to get $30,000 off Voodoo, that's called blackmail, you know. And why would he deserve 30,000 anyway? You were happy to take her apology. Well, oh, you've got the spring weather here. It's been nice, Lana, and then today it's done nothing but rain, and we've had really high winds here. Blown 2 of my fences down. I've had to get 2 new fence panels that my sons are going to put up for me. His channel should now be finished. How many times has that object taken photos that maladjusted, shall I say, women have sent to him, nudes and full frontal, and threatened them online that he's going to post them, that he's going to share them. Hi, Mike. You don't have anything to do with a man like that. He's more than toxic, more than. Well, he's only got a channel because Foodie gave it to him, along with a load of subscribers that were already on that channel. And then she sent a load of Abizas over as well, a lot of whom have stayed there. I think so, Sherry. I'm not sure about the date. What's that, Nova? Up to me. What, my love? Yeah, I think it's May. People have said that he can't, this time he can't defer it. He has to turn up. And if he doesn't turn up, they'll go and collect him. And I hope they do. He's a little coward. He's a little girl, if you're watching. Little girl, little coward, little... But you're there with a knife. Well, I don't know, Lana, that people are saying that it can't be extended again. Absolutely, Julie's a coward. He hates being called that. And the reason he hates being called that is because it's the truth. Coward, 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 coward. Shall I write you a little song? A bit like the Emperor of My Heart song. I just feel that there's better things for us to talk about. You know, we'll see all this through till its end, till he disappears off and she has a blow up and returns to Canada or something. But I think there's other things we can bring to the forefront now and concentrate on. Of course you should, Sherry. Hello, Unicorn. He should have been kept behind bars. He should have been extradited. Now, he told Chantal that if he returned to the country, then they would, you know, execute him, is what he said. But who can say? Everybody lies. Everybody's a liar. That's why I like coming in this chat with us and know that we can all talk freely and laugh and joke freely and say what we think, and know that it's genuine. I mean, there are a couple of people I'm watching. Nova knows of one or two who I'm unsure about. Ballet, as I say, I just knew about the thing with Nada offering him a business. I just thought that was really weird. Thanks, Unicorn. The chats are comfortable. And we can talk about anything and everything. It isn't always about that crowd, is it? Do you, Squidgy? Yeah. Yeah. And as for Missy Moo, I saw that, you know how it comes up on your newsfeed with the channel, that Jessica Messico won a basket from her or something, a basket of goodies that she was, I don't know, what was she doing? A ticket in a bag or something and pull out the winning ticket. I don't know. Anyway, Jessica Messico won the prize, the first prize, I think. And don't call me on it, but I think so. And Missy Moo is throwing in a reborn doll for her. There you go. Jessica, you can pretend you've got your own children there to look after. Well, that's all right, Lani. It's I think sometimes it's best to step back and, yeah, too much drama, too much hate. Hello, Timberley. No, I wouldn't want anything from her either. Nothing. Neither am I, Greenie. Jessica's one of them who sent in pictures. I don't understand it. Don't, honestly. He's notorious. And it's he came on here, everybody knowing how he treated Foodie, everybody knowing that he stabbed his ex and his ex's cousin. His ex passed away a while later. I don't know how long later, but her brother wrote an open letter and blamed the stress of being on her dying, on her passing away. No, not the brightest crayon. Unicorn, I'm not sure how she died, Jewel. I was thinking it might have been a heart. All I heard was it was stress. And her brother said, you know, the stress that being stabbed, I suppose. that she will never believe that that wasn't, you know, a factor in her passing away. So I'm not sure. I can check it out though. Very disappointing, Lana. Who was a drinker, Greenie? His ex. Oh, it was a heart attack. 46. Was young, wasn't she? Oh, did I say hello to Sherry? Yeah, I did. I mean, I don't doubt that, you know, that stress was a big factor in that. It is young, Joel. Wasn't that the same age as Jen, Life by Jen? 46. Timber. Good to see you out. Timber away. You're 45. You're a baby, Greenie. You could be my baby. You could be my reborn. Jen was a very sad case, Joe, and her channel is still up and running. And one of her videos came up as well the other day in passing. And I thought, shall I do a video on that and include it? And then I thought, I won't, because people are going to be saying it's in bad taste because she's passed. You're 42, Lana. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm tired. I am tonight. But the video of Jen that came up, the channel is still up and running. So there's money still going in to somebody, and they've chosen to keep the channel up. And this one video by Life by Jen, it was a video where she came on and said, I privated this video. I had posted it. Then I decided to private it and not to post it at all. And I think that was because of the way she looked in the wheelchair and trying to do exercises. Stop, Greenie. And so I think it was because of the way she looked that she decided not to leave it up. And then she said, well, no, I decided to repost, brave of her, you know, because it might help other people. And apparently, Vegan Cupcake, I want to say, somebody like that, Vegan Cupcake. And I looked at their channel and I couldn't see it. Vegan Cupcake had given Jen, hi Stella, had given Jen some exercises to do in the wheelchair and also dietary advice. Hi Demelza, hello darling. And dietary advice and exercise advice. And it showed Jen in the wheelchair actually doing these exercises and talking about how she was grateful for all the help that had been given to her. And she wanted to leave this video up in the hope that it would help, you know, help other people. So I was in two minds whether to post it with commentary of my own or not. Oh, Vegan Cupcake. Oh, they left YouTube, did they? They might come back on in another name. Yeah, Tammy Slayton looks great, doesn't she, compared to what she did? And she's got a family now as well. I'd forgotten Bally was a mod, to be honest with you, until somebody said, address your mod. And I said, I'm not sure. Is she a mod? I'm not sure. No, she won't be modded. She'll be unmodded. But I won't block her unless she says anything detrimental. I think she knows by now how I feel. I don't need to repeat it. Oh, is it Timberley? I'd forgotten all about giving her a wrench, even though I knew, because Bally was here almost every stream, and even though I knew that she'd offered this to Nada, and I was thinking about, you know, her judgment, how could she have done that? Well, that's in the past. Didn't know anything about this toing and froing between them. Nothing. Yeah, I'm willing to hear what Bally's got to say. Does she? Does she have a drinking problem? Yeah, well, I probably did give her one then, Sherry, because she's here. Yeah, keep your friends close, but your enemies close. I don't want to keep my enemies close. And I wouldn't call her my enemy, but her views aren't my views. Therefore, yeah, Squidgy, yes. But I thought a lot of that was also due to the language barrier, you know, that some things can get lost in translation. And I don't want to judge anybody either if that's the case. But I did find it odd that she was sort of on everybody's channel doing the rounds constantly. Hi, palettes, pouts, and perfumes. Hi, sweets. I did look at your channel the other day. I don't know whether I left a comment. No, I don't think I did. My time to shine. Yeah, Bally Chicky. Who Bally's trying to get Yo Mama to defend her. This is what I'm saying. Palette pouts. I missed it all till earlier today, to be honest, until I turned on. And I haven't had, I mean, I've uploaded a few videos, but they were done in between stripping beds and doing stuff. Really? She was talking about being horny on Jessica's. So she wouldn't do anything like that here, Timberley, because I'm not saying that I'm anything special, but she knows I wouldn't stand for that. Wouldn't. I did say, I think I mentioned it on one of her videos, that her husband seemed very nice, and I meant like very long suffering, because she used to get him on camera and he clearly didn't want to be on camera. Oh, I could say the same, cricket. Oh no, I believe Timberley is telling the truth. Just freezing. Hi, Giggles. Hi, sweetheart. I'm doing well now. I was angry at, but no, I wasn't. I was upset at first that somebody I thought was part of our little group, you know, that, yeah, there was a language barrier. Yeah, her judgment could have been called into question, but I didn't know about all the stuff, all her beliefs, let's say. Jewel, I know very well. Where is your Jewel? I'll put you as moderator, Jewel. I've known Jewel for years. My time to shine. I mean, sorry. Hi, Cece. And that's what's so nice. I think we've all got similar views. And if we haven't, we can still say what we think. We can argue a little bit, you know, a bit of toing and froing, but there's no nastiness there. But anybody who comes in here and defends El Shami, don't bother. Don't bother. It's like defending the devil to me. Yeah, we love a debate and a good banter, yeah. I'm glowing, Stella. That's because I've thrown a bit of lipstick and stuff on because I looked exhausted. I am exhausted. Thank you. And I've been eating chocolate. But it's Easter after today. That's it. I can't. So yeah, as I say, I came on. I was very disappointed. Then I was angry at sort of being hoodwinked and led to believe things that weren't true, or my own stupidity at believing things that weren't true. A nice bit of chocker, yeah. It's not my only weakness, though, Timberley. I like a nice glass of Baileys. And how long ago is it since I opened that Baileys? 5 weeks? 6 weeks? Still that much in the bottle. I'm a good girl. Oh, he looks joyous when he's high and dancing, and the fingers are going all over the place. Those bloody fingers. Oh, I love Baileys. And in Saudi, there used to be a drink that they used to make. I've mentioned this before, called Sadiq or Siddiqui, which means my friend. And it was lethal, a glass of that. Well, you couldn't drink a glass of it. And you used to buy a bottle like that. What would it be? A litre. And then you used to have to cut it with water. So you got 2 bottles. And then you used to have to cut it again, just have a little bit in a glass, topped up with lemonade or whatever you wanted. But there was somebody I knew out there, and he had his own still. You needed a still to make it. And you had a toasted almond. Oh, and me, Greenie. Everybody tell me you've eaten too much chocolate because it'll make me feel better. And he used to make this Siddiqui drink. And we paid, I think it was 20 reals a bottle. And he made Baileys out of it. He would make you Baileys, and it tasted just like real Baileys. It was lovely, but it was potent. Oh, Almond Joys and Dove. What are Almond Joys? Just freezing. Can you get them on Amazon? I like buying my guilty treats on Amazon so the kids don't know what I'm getting if I'm not shopping with them. Cadbury's mini eggs, yeah. Coconut with chocolate and 1 almond. Hershey's are nice as well, Mike. I used to love the little ones that are shaped like that. I've got 2 Malteser Easter eggs, big ones with mini eggs in, and I've got a Cadbury's egg downstairs. What am I going to do with them? They've got to be eaten. I didn't know about those dark chocolates. I always think of soap. Oh, I wonder where Cheryl is. I wonder if she got that Lush stuff. Are you donating it, Breezy? Who are you donating it to? That's a good idea, actually. Are you serious, Pallet? You've lost your taste for chocolates. Cadbury's mini eggs are too much for me. They're nice though. Kinder, yeah. Look at Giggles mailed them to me. Cricket. Yeah, the local church that we go to, we take stuff up there about once a month, so that's a good idea, yeah. I'll eat what I can. Is that selfish? And donate the rest. Oh, Toblerone. Yeah. Jamel's out. I'll tell you what put me off Toblerone now. You know, when you unwrap it and you've got the paper around it, you know, what do you call it? What's that? Rustly paper. Anyway, I opened it and broke some off. And I thought I'd got all the wrapping off. Stuck it in my mouth and I hadn't, and I was chewing that horrible paper. Put me off it. Oh, you ate your Maltesers last night? I haven't opened mine. Boil. That's the word, Timberley. I swear that my mind's going. I know. Dark chocolate is the best. Hi, Sarah. Chocolate's your most favourite thing in the world. Come over, I'll make you a chocolate cake. My kids laugh about my chocolate cake. Only because it's so delicious. And the one I made, and I'm going back a long time ago, going back about 30 years ago, I made this. Do you, Timberley? I'll make you one if you come over. Donate it to you, Nova. I made this lovely chocolate cake, right? I'd left it in the oven a little bit too long, so it was sort of crispy on the outside. Nothing wrong with it. Inside was perfect. Anyway, hi, Ziggy. Yeah, milk chocolate can be a bit much, too much of it. It was a double layer one. It was a big one. And the dog needs some. So I had to get it off the dog because it's bad for dogs' chocolates. And I chased the dog down the garden. And when I went down there, it was too late. She was burying it in the garden. And my kids laugh about that, saying, Mum made this chocolate cake. It was that good that the dog took it and buried it in the garden. I don't know why I put it in my kids. I was going to don't waste calories on cheap chocolate. Never buy it's not worth it, is it? Because you get that horrible aftertaste. CC saying hello to Ziggy. Horrible aftertaste. You make it for the kids, Nova. Yeah. I might do some baking tomorrow. They don't complain about my bread when I make bread. The corner pieces of the brownies, yeah. Yeah. Do you remember at school, if you had school dinners and the dinner ladies used to have these trays of, we used to call it chocolate concrete, really hard chocolate, like wasn't cake. It was a cross between cake, brownies, and peanut brittle, and it was to break your teeth. Cricket, yeah. I've still got to open that dress. I might do it tomorrow. I looked at it today. It's sitting in my room with another. What is it? The other one. The other one I've got. Oh, it's a jumper. The other thing I've got to open. Duncan Hines, Polly Parton, banana cake. Oh, I've never heard of that. Just freezing. Do you mean Polly Parton or Dolly Parton? Polly. I love Dolly Parton. I think she's brilliant. Hello, Dark. I can hear my neighbours next door. She's a very clever businesswoman. Yes, Sarah, she is. What post was that, Squidgy? Where you gone? Oh, I saw it. Yeah, I saw it. They sent 6 policemen to raid a pub. I'm not sure where it was, Squidge. Where was it? Because they had 3 golly dolls. Golly's not a bad word. 3 golly dolls that they'd owned, I don't know, for an age, I suppose. But they had 3 golly dolls in the pub, and somebody had rung up the police station to complain. They sent 6 policemen out to the pub to get these dolls, to arrest these dolls. Why aren't they on the streets arresting criminals? No, I haven't heard of that, Giggles. Temu, T-E-M-U. Ridiculous, Squidgy. Honestly, what a waste of, resources, the policeman. Cadbury's, I think Ziggy is the most popular. Hi, Sarah Brandy. Are those your gardening gloves? They are, Stella. I put somebody asked me if I remembered the old Robertson's Jam adverts. I did, and I remember seeing on a couple of channels that they'd actually got clips of the adverts, and it's a golly. I just call them gollies, like the black dolls with the fuzzy hair. And they're those, and then they were thought of as racist in later years, so the books died out, and I didn't even know about people calling them racist. Never entered my head, but there you go. I should have thought, and I didn't. Yeah, you got all those hellos, Dark. Not yet, Ziggy. I've got 2 fences waiting to be put up at the minute. Is Demelza going? Good night, Demelza, my darling. So anyway, Stella, there was a pub somewhere not far away, I don't know where, roundabouts, because it was in a local paper. And they had 3 of them behind the bar. Personal, they belonged to the landlords, and they had 3 of them there sitting behind the bar. So somebody rang up the police, and 6 policemen went out to arrest them, either the gollies or the landlords, or both. I don't know, but 6 policemen went out. It's gone mad. Everything's gone mad. What you ordered? Opening their packages of what? Temu. Oh, Temu is a scam. Oh. Yeah, every child had one. I had one. Oh, you ordered hand soap instead of dish soap. 6 policemen. Isn't it crazy? Freezing, I don't even believe she's turned on Foodie. I think that she is, everything's from China, isn't it? I think that she said that she's against Foodie. She's coming to get the confidence, if you like, of certain channels and get in their good books and find out what's going on and come in and disrupt the chat and all the sock accounts that she's got, you know. She hasn't changed. Do you really think their friendship, as deep as it was, would have completely gone to hell because of her donating $10 for BBJ? Of course it wouldn't. If you do, Cricket, let us know if you do order something. Cabbage Patch Dolls, yes. She does want attention. She wants to make some money on a channel. She wants a bit of attention because she probably doesn't get any from her other half. And from what I've seen, she's horrible. Yes, just freezing. I don't doubt that she did. And she's done it to me and she's done it to Perfectly Imperfect. And like all the things that she came and she said about my husband, who died 2 years ago, she can go herself. A sock account is when somebody makes an account. I didn't know what it was either, but I learnt about it when I used to watch Jen, Life by Jen, and somebody was talking about sock accounts. And they make an account in a different name, but they run it just to troll people, I think. That's right. But that unicorn, those dolls, and I keep saying it, those dolls, $80 for a Cabbage Patch Kid. They were ugly things, and I didn't like them. But those gollies, I loved them, and it used to collect the labels of the jam. And when you got about, I don't know, 20 or something, you could send up for one badge. And I had all the badges, which I gave to my grandson, so they'll be worth some money. I think he's lost them now. Thank you, Squidge. Cece, she worked in healthcare. I don't know whether she was, what's called care assistants there. Is it CNA? From China. Yeah, a different account to troll other people. That's it. But I got the golly badges. I had a golly, and then when my kids were little, they had a golly, and I used to knit the things, and I used to knit white, and I used to knit black dolls, the same, and I used to put beige hair on the black ones and dark hair on the white ones, different. And they were simple to make. Certified nurse's assistant. Well, oh, did you have your dog? Teddy Ruxpin? No. She's still bottom of the barrel. Ziggy. What's a PSW though? Anyway, she was in Foodie's chat the one time, and she said that there was one her patient was close to death, and she could tell by the breathing. She'd left the bedside to go into Chubby Fat's chat. She'd left the bedside of this dying woman or man to go into her chat. Doesn't that tell you all you need to know? If you had a loved one, and I don't know whether it was during COVID, but say it had been during COVID, you'd leave them to die alone because you're in somebody's chat. Personal support worker. No, Sarah, I don't think she lost the job. I don't know. I don't know whether anybody reported her, but she went into Rudy's chat and said, they're nearing death because I can tell by the breathing. And there she was on the internet. She's scum. Oh, do you remember it, Cricket? Yeah. Scum. Hello, Cara. I am. I'm fine, honestly. I simply, obviously, her eyes are like a shark's eyes. There's nothing behind them. Hi, Daisy, darling. Cara, I was a bit shocked at what I was reading this morning and a bit cross with myself for allowing people, even though I'd got these doubts, pushing them to the back of my mind. Anyway, it's good to give people the benefit of the doubt, I guess. But as for second chances, I step back from that. I'm taking the wrench back, definitely. But if she wants to come in, she can come in. And my time to shine has got a wrench now. She's a good friend. Yeah, Ziggy, you could put it down to language difference. Yeah, Cara. You go there often. Oh, beautiful. Lucky you. Put it down to language difference and the fact that, I don't know, she sometimes seemed as though she might have had a drink to wind down. I didn't know that she was bad on other channels. I'm not going to talk bad about her now because I wouldn't have talked bad about her yesterday. But I'm just saying, in the light of what I know now, I know a lot more than what I did yesterday. I'm so sorry, Giggles, your only child. I am so sorry. You're the second person in a few days who has come on and said about losing their child. I think it was Holy Water who came in and said so. I can't imagine a worse thing, anything worse. Yeah, everyone's welcome. They're good mods, and it's a good group. I don't have to do anything. I just sit back and yatter. And I always, what was that? Swarm next to humans. Sorry, what did I miss? Oh, a killer whale. Oh, I bet it was. I've heard of dolphins. Oh, yeah, she had. Do you know what, though, just recent? Isn't that just recently she started saying stuff like that? Oh, Ziggy, your blood disease. No, I don't, Lana. I couldn't go on if I lost my kids. When my son was so ill, I don't even want to talk about it. But for 12 weeks, he was off work. And a hit and run. I think we need all to pray for the people who've lost their children tonight. No, the pain would never go away. Crystal. Oh. Yeah, we can do that at the end, Cricket. I'm ever so soft, you know, it hurts me. Oh, freezing. Does she? I think I might know who she means. And she's a mod, yeah, if it is her. And she's a friend. Blathnade Claviger. No, you never have any true happiness after that. Never. And no, who'd want him giving him, you know, plating up a load of gunk? Blathnade. Yeah, it's true, Ziggy. And you think you're alone in the world, and then you come into chat and somebody just mentions that they've lost a child, and then other people open up as well. Yes, let's do that, Nova. Say a blessing at the end. I mean, I didn't miss it dark, I saw. Yeah, sorry, my love, I was answering somebody else. The silverback. Oh, yeah. Wonderful. Yeah, just in this chat. Just in this chat. And Greenie, therapy will allow you to talk. Hi, Casinta, my darling. Yeah, may the souls of the faithful departed through the mercy of God rest in peace. Infant mortality rate during the Tudor times was bad, and it was almost an everyday occurrence, wasn't it? And the mortality rate for humans as a whole, I mean, I think if people lived to 35, that was old. Yeah, I saw it because interested alone. Blue Daisy, how wonderful. Oh, how wonderful. And is she all right now? Is she normal capacity and everything? Can she do everything she wants to do? In some countries, I'm surprised that kids survive as they do, like the videos I posted where they live in caves. After your mum died, London. Yeah, that's another kind of pain as well, isn't it? Did I miss Celtic? I'm very sorry, Celtic Forest. Oh, that's fabulous, Blue Daisy. Yes, miracles do happen. There's a book I'm reading called The Celestine Prophecy. I haven't gone on to that other book yet, but The Celestine Prophecy. And it's about how we link to the earth and about, it's mystical, if you like. It's mystical and it's spiritual. But if you don't feel like reading the book, watch the film. If you type in the Celestine Prophecy, you can get the film, and it's not a very long film. It's quite short, and it's done very simply so that it's not going to addle your brain, and so that you're not going to have to overthink everything. And it's just how we are all of us, connected to the earth, and that there are forces that we don't know, and that when we go on, when we're ready, and we go on to things new, you might like to read that or watch that. Oh, did you read it, Casinta? Yeah, I'm reading it now. And there's sequels, isn't there? But there's a film, and the film's about an hour. Celestine Prophecy. Giggles just above you. Casinta spelt it out. Oh, Blue Daisy, what a lovely story. The girls' choir sang to her round her bed. How lovely. Yeah, read it again, Casinta, just to, or watch the film just to refresh your memory, and then go on to the sequel. Can't remember what the sequel's called now. I think, yeah, Lana, I think that I still keep going to call you Landon. Yeah, do, Casinta. I think we do. I took my mum for granted, and Alfie's mum. Oh, Cara, I got that the day it came out. I haven't even opened it to read yet. And I've promised it to another few people. I think I'll let others read it before me. That's wonderful, Daisy. Ziggy, this is why these organised religions, when you question them or you step away from them, that they tell you you're damned, or that, hell's fire. No such thing as hell's fire. A loving father would not hurl his children into eternal flames. I believe that we're here to learn. We're on this earth to learn, and we learn by our mistakes. Hopefully we learn, and we'll take our mistakes back to God, if you like, and we'll answer for them. And we're bound to keep on learning. If we haven't learned from our mistakes, we're bound to come back and have an experience that puts us in that situation again. And hopefully we're wise enough to avoid the pitfalls. That's disgusting, Ziggy. You're worse than a dog eating its own vomit. How utterly religious and spiritual and Christian of them. It is abuse, Greenie. Nobody should say that to you. I don't care who they are or what they think you might have done. What a load of rubbish. My mum was very staunch Catholic, very like Roman Catholic, Irish Roman Catholic. The families know that, and how upright and staid they can be. And the priest used to go out regularly to Mum. And the nun then he started sending the nun as well. So it was the priest and the nun a few times a week. And in the finish, my mum decided not to get to the door because she couldn't cope with it. You know, it was 4 or 5 times a week. Yeah, Ziggy, don't, that's not right. It's not right. No right thinking people would say that to you. You know, it's the cult mindset, isn't it? Either you think this way or you're going to hell. No. Oh, it says online about them being a cult, does it? An apostate, that's what they say in the Muslim religion as well, Islam. Do you know you can be the most Christian, the most God-fearing, God-loving, loyal, good, decent person without having a tag to your name, without being Catholic, without being Protestant, without being a Jehovah's Witness, without being a Muslim. You can just do it and be it without having a tag attached to your name. I like the sort of the Buddhist religion where they don't believe, it's like what I say, they don't believe in sin. They do believe in mistakes, and that you have to take your mistakes, own them, own up to them, and you have to learn from them. Lana, yes. Thanks, Squidgy. It's true, isn't it? Ziggy, that's wrong, honestly. Yes, they do say in the Quran, it does say that. Of course, she doesn't know it. Oh, did your mum do that as well, Nova? PJ, feeling better or still angry? Oh, no, I'm all right. I was more angry at myself than anything, I think. Disappointed is the word. Chantal claiming to be Muslim. She'll answer for it. And there's only one God. She seems to think that Allah is somebody separate. There's only one God. No, she studies nothing. It is a mockery. She will, Squidgy, she'll answer for it. When I worked in Saudi, and there was one Saudi fella quite high up who I worked for, and he used to say to me, Anne, because it's Ramadan, really tired, I'm going to go into my room and close the door. If anybody wants me, I'm not available. Don't disturb me. No phone calls, nothing. And he used to go in, and when he used to come out about an hour later, 2 hours later, you could smell the cigarettes and the food. No, I suppose I shouldn't, Cece. I was disappointed in her and in me. Yeah, it's a costume for Chantal. You say you're a born-again virgin every Friday night. Oh, my mum loved the priest, Nova, within reason, and the nuns as well, although the nuns she had less time for because they, being women, and they would go chatting about women's things that really mum said they know nothing of this. They know nothing of this. Oh, thanks for that, car, if anybody's interested in it. Are you going, Lana? Have a lovely evening. You open the door with a beer in your hand. Catch you later, PJ. Thanks for coming in, love. I don't know about you, Nova, and it was church every Sunday morning, church Sunday evening, and then Monday morning it was church with the school. Cricket. The first flat Alfie and I had when we were married, it was in a big old house, like this one, a big old 3-story house. The attics had never been used. The attics had been used in the olden days for their maids, their servants. Then we had the first floor, and on the ground floor there was Jehovah's Witnesses, and they attempted to convert me. And when I'd had our first child, she used to be inviting me down for tea, and I never invited her up because I didn't want to, encourage her. You live in the city, and the building you're living in, Ziggy, is it like an apartment building that you live in, and you've got a few of them living there? Aren't they horrible to you? Oh yeah, and the priest did know that. The cane on the back of the legs we used to get. I only got it once for talking, but it wasn't even me talking, it was the girl in front. Yes, Cece, that's what Al said. Don't encourage them, because if you do, if you're nice to them, if you offer them tea and biscuits, they're going to be there every morning. Oh, your mother was a Jehovah's Witness. Did it affect you, Jewel? The last one who knocked on the door was locked up in the basement. Oh gosh, Greenie. Your granddad was tortured by the nuns. I'll tell you a good film to watch. Yeah, the cane. It was, and it was a cane. It was, what you use to keep your flowers straight. Oh, I am sorry, Jewel. Yeah, the ordinary teachers could be vile as well. A good film to watch, talking about religion, watch The Magdalene Sisters. And it's about girls, fallen girls, they've fallen pregnant and they've sort of disgraced their family. And they literally are given away to the nuns, the Magdalene girls. You watched it, Dark, isn't it? I've watched it a couple of times and it's eye-opening, isn't it? Why were they like that, Giggles? Ah, the Christian Brothers, yeah. My sister, who I never met until I was an adult, because she was from my dad's, my dad had been married before, Mum had been married before. I was the mistake, if you like, in between, the love child. But so I never met my sister and my two brothers in Dublin for many years. And my sister had been a nun in London, and she left the convent to go back to nurse her mum when her mum was ill, till her mum died. That's it, it was the Magdalene Sisters. I do apologise. Yeah. Sexually frustrated. That was the Christian Brothers, Nova. See, that sort of thing, Giggles, that sort of thing can go with you throughout your life, that, it can have that much of a detrimental effect on you. And you get post-traumatic stress. See, the good thing with me, Cara, is if I stay up here a lot, because this is like made into a sitting room now, my bedroom's over the way. I've got a teas made in there. I can make a cup of tea for once without going downstairs. So if they're knocking and banging on my door, or if I'm lying on my bed with my headphones on, I don't hear a thing. In the Magdalene Sisters, Jacinta, yes, I did get the ruler. Oh, yes. They were so cruel. I used to think as well, because I knew that my mum and dad weren't married. I don't know why. I think he'd asked her time and again. But they didn't get married. And I guess, in retrospect now, I felt that the school knew, a Catholic school, and they knew that. And so there was like, if you like, the sins of the fathers onto the child. Wow, all of that just to teach in Sunday school. You were lucky, Giggles. Oh, Greenie, how horrible. MP, hello. Oh, Ziggy. Yeah, Giggles was a model student. Well, so was I. The chalk, yeah, remember them little the brushes that they scrubbed the boards with? They were thrown at you as well. They wouldn't get away with half of what they do. What they used to do, I should say. We say kids are lucky now, but, the fact is that no kids should have been subjected to that. We shouldn't have been subjected to that. Can you not, Ziggy, put kids in corners? Well, rightly so. I don't agree with smacking children. Never have agreed with it, ever. I say to my kids now, you never had a smack when you were younger. That's what's wrong with you now. You never had a good smack. Do you remember how they used to make you, try to make you eat all of your school dinner as well? all of his school dinner, even if it was like Nada's cooking. That wasn't recognised then, though, was it, Ziggy? ADHD? It wouldn't have been recognised, would it? It was just, you would have just been labelled undisciplined and naughty. No, but I read that 12 schools in 10 years. I was going to say, Giggles, yes, it would make you outgoing. You'd have to be, wouldn't you? Where was that, Nova? Was that in a convent or the Magdalene place where they found all of the babies? Called your brother Motor Mouse and you a daydreamer. But no, but they died natural deaths, didn't they? Please tell me they did. Oh, Casinta, you're bringing back memories now. And then it was house points. If you'd been exceptionally good or your work had been exceptionally good, you would get house points. My house was called Ardent, Ardent, and I used to get house points. And then the one time I got, what were they called? Like a detriment point, like a black mark across your name, like crossed out because you'd been bad. What did they call them? Detriment marks, let's call them. Now, I only remember getting them once, and everybody was looking at me as I say, no, look what you've done. Oh, your dad, yeah, your dad was a boy in World War II England. Wow. That's it, demerits, yes, demerits. So those babies, going back to those babies that were found, it's terrible, Nova. It's terrible. And I'm guessing, educated guess, that they were buried much as the famine victims were buried, just wrapped in a blanket or a sheet. Did you, Ziggy? You had a lot of demerit points. Nothing wrong with that, Cara. Why are you calling yourself Lol Cow Law? Don't have Lol Cow on your name. No, but I don't want to upset you further, but those babies, were they all, they were all natural deaths? So they were stillborns or babies who died a natural death of natural causes? Not because they were neglected. Yes, they did, Sarah. They sold babies, didn't they? I don't think they judged them now, Ziggy. I think there was a lot of discrimination going on when I was a kid, and I felt it. Yeah, they were. Well, Blue Days, Daisy, it was the English who caused the famine in Ireland, the English aristocrats and governments. It's never the ordinary people of any country who want a war and who cause the famines. It's always the aristos. It's always the governments, the politicians in every country. Pretty good with the lolcow law, though. Oh, has she got severe sight problems, Judi Dench? Oh, wow. And she couldn't get baptised again. Do you know, you've just brought something into my mind. What your mum was called, that name, it suddenly reverberated in my head as though I've heard it before. I wonder if I have. Because I was. The Tuam babies. So I guess those babies who were sold, they never found their birth mother, or very few of them did. Giggles. So you're Irish, English, and a little bit of Lehigh Indian. What a nice combination. So I'm Irish, English, and a little bit of Spanish. I like Judi Dench. I do. Didn't she used to work at before she became an actress? She used to work at Boots Chemist, the pharmacy, on the cosmetics counter, was it? Oh, is your keyboard like that? I this is why I've got my hands messing about down here under the table. I've only got to look at my keyboard and it types. Yeah, it does ring a bell, Greenie. That's like the coward of the county, isn't it? Only bastard of the family. To Where is that, Nova? Yeah, it's a horrible word. And that's what I say, Ziggy, you know, these religions that come out with all these words and the finger pointing, the finger jabbings at you. And they just make everybody feel guilty from when they're knee high. Chuam. Which book? Jewel. In Galway. Oh yeah, Judi Dench and Maggie Smith. Brilliant. Yeah, Galway, thanks, pallets. Cara, you're Australian Lebanese, which means you like a drink but don't like to pay for it. None of us like to pay for it. The Magdalene Girls. Did I write girls or did I write sisters? Have you started it, Joel? I didn't. I don't think I read the book. I think I just watched the movie. Shame-based words, but there were shame-based words that could be aimed at children and could live with them forever, you know? Yeah, I've got pretty much my family, history, at least on my mum's side, and my cousin, I've still got a load of stuff to type out for her. I might pay somebody to do it. My cousin traced us back right back to the last kings of Leinster. Yeah, stayed with your mum. But does your mum feel that it damaged her? Because I never felt that it damaged me, but it clearly did. It did. It came out eventually. You've just ordered it, Joel. 2 days. Nova is beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, it was a really good film, Jacinta. The royal palaces, no, I haven't. I've seen them from the outside, of course, but I haven't been in, no. Who knows? I might do. Might take you all there one day. I haven't, Giggles. I'm waiting for my daughter to take me up to her friend's shelter. Isn't that horrible, Ziggy? You know, your mum teaching school and the teacher's whispering. They knew no better, did they? But even though it was so long ago, they were still human beings. Why didn't it resonate with them that they were taking it out on the children for things that the kids had no control over? I can always see the face of that main girl in the Magdalene sisters. I can't remember her name, but she was a fantastic actress. Your mother's narcissistic. I don't know. I think when I went out to Saudi, for example, Alf didn't want me to go, and I wouldn't have done. But he said, go, spread your wings a bit, and I did. And he was never happy with it. And he was very giving. And I shouldn't have gone. What on earth was in my mind to go? Wow, it was going on the Magdalene Laundry right up until 1996. My goodness. Hi, Eileen. Wow. Where was the last one? Celtic? Would have been in Ireland, wouldn't it? Wow, all them years. Yeah, Siggy, is your mum still a Jehovah's Witness? They scrubbed your mum's lips with a below pad. Oh, you don't speak to your mum, Ziggy? Oh, can you not? Can you not? Because regardless of how she is or what she's done, and you said yourself she's damaged, can you not make allowances? Because she's still your mum. Hi, Marissa. Blue days, they thought you'd be Inuit children. People ignorance. Yeah, I didn't grow up in a foster. 'Cause 'Foster home. 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 'C Oh, I'm glad you have, Ziggy, because I don't care what anybody says. Like my mother's last words ever was when I was swabbing her lips, and we were all round the bed, all of us. Well, 8 of us were. And I was the one swabbing her lips. And I was the one who felt that I shouldn't be there in a way. And the very last words out of my mum's mouth were I'm sorry, Anne. So things do stay with people, and they do have regrets. That's a terrible thing, Giggles, what happened. Disgusting. Yeah, Eskimo. Close the door now. Can I tell you more about my royal lineage? Well, you know what I'd have to do? I'd have to get that big folder out, that big orange folder, and I'd have to scrabble all through the paperwork. McDermott Street in London, the last laundry. Wow. Hi, Sin. My take on Chantal, I think she's barely holding her age in. I think she really wants to let rip. I get that she's simmering. Giggles, you know what? My sister-in-law, she was standing like by the bed, and like they all heard what Mum said, and my sister Alice, who's in a nursing home now, she said, "Oh, Mum has just said sorry to Anne," and my sister-in-law said, "Mum, you've got nothing to be sorry for." And I looked at my brother and said, "Will you tell her to be quiet? Mum wants to say this, she needs to say it." And she did say it. I don't think I'll get an invite to King Charles. As I'm Irish lineage and not German, then I wouldn't get invited to anything. And I'm not a royalist. I do, Cara. I screaming into a pillar at night. I could tell you some stories though about Mum and about the black and tans, you know, who went and shot up Ireland on the orders of Winston Churchill. Oh, do I? Close the door. I'm very regal when I want to be. A bit like Princess Anne, you know. She spells her name wrong with an A. Me too, Celtic. I would have thought the 60s, definitely. 70s at the latest, but not 1996. My goodness. I feel sad for your mum, Ziggy, but I feel worse for you because, you know, you've missed out. You've missed out on that, but I missed out on it as well. I can tell you, my childhood up until I was 7 was perfect. Perfect. And they say, give me a child until they're 7. Give me the boy until he's 7, and I'll show you the man. So I was very fortunate to have that childhood up until the age of 7. And then when my mum married my stepdad, things began to go wrong. Yours is the correct way to spell it, Cricket. Princess Anne Daisy, and her daughter. Her daughter Zara, I think, is lovely. Oh, something smells really nice. It must be me. What a lady, eh? What happened at age 7 to me? Well, that's my mum married my stepdad. She would never marry my dad, but she married this stepfather at the age of 7. But up until the age of 7, I'd just had a perfect childhood. And then when she married him, it wasn't so perfect. And of course, mum was one of the typical stay-at-home mothers who did what her husband said, like a Stepford wife almost. That's true, Giggles. You have to let people go, yeah. Sophie Wessex. She was very close to the Queen, Sophie. She's now the Duchess of Edinburgh. Oh, yeah, I knew my bio dad. He died when I was 10. No, it's okay, Cece. My bio dad died when I was 10. He died of a brain tumour. Yes, 7 is very young. But I was a force of nature, a force to be reckoned with. I could take my stepdad on. And I did. I did. All right, Blue Daisy. Thank you so much for being here. Have a lovely evening with your husband. I envy you. Oh, Princess Charlotte, when she wears those big hats, they almost come down and cover a little chin. Close the door. Public transport over here is good. It's very good. You know, the trains from Solihull, from Acox Green, from Hall Green. You've got all the trains, you've got all the buses straight into the city centre. Very good. Did you, Jill? I'm proud of you that you could do that. You know, there's certain family members I kept my distance from. Giggles, yeah. I think my childhood it made me strong. It was sink or swim. And when I met Alf, and I know his sister as well beforehand, I envied him, his family. They were just so wonderful. Many of us in here have got very similar things in our backgrounds. An Oyster Pass is London Underground, I think. I think it's just for the underground. No, we haven't, have we, Cara? Oh, we've had no one-handed. Hang on. No, it's that hand, isn't it? Because that hand's used for something else. His right hand. Yes, we do. I think that's why we all get on so well, even though we might not know each other's backgrounds. I think you can sense a lot about people, can't you? Yeah, Giggles, you're right. You do have to think about yourself first, because if you don't, It's your life. Nobody else can live your life for you. He does look like Pete. Did you see that picture? Pete's on the one side, Salah on the other. She has a type, doesn't she? Hi, Water Lily. You could play Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star for us. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Yeah, it's only in London, isn't it, Jacinta? That picture is so funny. They could be siblings with the beard as well. It's a pity that, like, with Pete having that one part of his tosh going up his nostril, that Salah hasn't got the other part of his tosh going up his nostril. Ooh. I don't like beards. I know, don't take offence, but I just don't. I've never liked beards. Oh, he's professional in comparison. I don't. Do you believe they've got a rat, or do you think that's a fabricated story as well? They're running out of storylines. They just showed stock footage, didn't they? Not even their own footage of driving, stock footage. And they'll do it again and again because they've got no content. Chantal knows that her channel has been built on the shock factor and her rages. She can't do that now. You want me to do one of my stories? I'll have to do a nice one to start off with. Oh, Giggles, it's been lovely to have you here. I'm glad you found it as well. Give your little pup a hug from me. What have you got? What pup have you got? Okay, Cricket. Oh, you've just got a leaf blower delivered. Oh, love you as well. We'll see you soon. Well, yeah, who would make up something as mortifying as having a sewer rat? Chantal. Sewer rat in the house. I would not be entering that bathroom until something was done with that drain and it was fixed so it couldn't come up. I don't believe they've got a rat. Pete's is glowworm white. He doesn't go out, does he? All the vitamins he's going to be deficient in. Yes, no, but it does add years, I think. A beard. Yes, it does. No, I don't like him. I don't think he's a nice person. No, there'll be a nest of rats, won't there? I don't think she's got a rat. She entered the bathroom and she saw a tail just going round a cabinet. It's one of her stories, like her make-up stories about all the men in Canada. In Kuwait, it's rats. Oh, yes. I don't know, Sin, is it? I did know. Anybody? What's Rudy's ASMR channel? Because she hasn't got it in her description. She normally has a list, doesn't she, of the different channels? Palettes. I can show you the perfumes I've got in the next live and this dress. Yeah, it would be if a co-op. It would be low income. I can show you my dress, and I can show you I haven't got a lot of perfume. I've got Black Opium. I've got Eternity. and I've got a little bottle of citrusy stuff. And apart from deodorants, them are all I have. I want to finish the opium because it was bought for me by my son. It's nearly gone. And then I'm going to get myself a lovely bottle of Shalimar perfume and cologne, because that's my favourite. Oh, yeah. An A&A. Yeah, my sister used to love that perfume. Does that still come in the same bottle, the white? It's a white bottle, isn't it, with flowers around? She could have bought a property, she could have paid her taxes, she could be living a decent life. But there you go, it's her. Anyway, I'm going to get off now because I want to go and get a drink. And I'll pop back on tomorrow. Yeah, Wednesday I can come back on tomorrow. Oh, yeah, can you imagine making that much money and not having a thing to show for it? Well, she has. She slipped up, didn't she? She said about her husband, my husband contributes. Excuse me? I thought he paid for everything. Oh, white linen, yes, Estee Lauder, yeah. So, good night, everybody. Pallets, Dark, Cara, Greenie, Water Lily, Jewel, Nova, Squidge. Anybody I've missed? Said Pallets, didn't I? Close the door now. Do I like oh, sorry, I missed your question. Do I like Chantal's ASMR? She hasn't done one. You mean that one where she's going? That one. Sorry, it should have been into the microphone. So good night, everybody. Cricket Nova, I said, didn't I? CC, Sarah, Cara, Giggles. If I miss anybody, you know I don't mean to. I'm sorry. And I'll catch you all, Blue Daisy. And I'll catch you all hopefully tomorrow. Unicorn, good night, my love. CC. Thank you very, very much for coming in. Chanel number 5, I used to love until when I was in Saudi. I told you this story. We'd made wine, me and this nurse friend of mine, and we'd made some wine, and I was about to come home on leave. And we'd put sugar in the bottles of the wine, and one of her bottles exploded. And this old fella who used to work for the airport, they're long dead now. They used to live in Texas, Max and Verna, and they'd been married 50-odd years then. And I thought they were the perfect couple. Anyway, turns out, he said to me when I got back off leave, he had my keys so he could let himself in and move my bottles of wine just in case. And when I got back from leave, he picked me up at the airport because he worked there, took me back to their place, him and Verna. Verna gave me something to eat and we were chatting, and he dropped me home and he said, oh, just to let you know, I've had somebody, you know, a little girl, a friend in your place. He said it was somewhere private to go. And I laughed and I thought he was joking because they were happily married. And when I went in, yeah, there was cans on the floor, tissues, place was a mess. And a few bottles of Chanel number 5 had gone missing. A few bottles, because I used to get it each time I went through duty free. So that was the end of my Chanel number 5, because I couldn't wear it now because it would take me back to that time. You know, scents take you back to a certain time in your life, don't they? And I don't want to be reminded of that. Anyway, I'll catch you all tomorrow. I will put out a notification. It'll be tomorrow afternoon, probably, rather than evening. Good night, Sin. Good night, everybody. Ziggy, Unicorn. I hope I haven't missed anybody. Water Lily. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Thank you very, very much for a lovely live stream again. Thanks. Bye.